Washington County signed that contract over the objections of a committee of first responders that spent 2 years studying the radio system. The national standard for public safety radios is 95% coverage, but the county's own consultant found just 33% coverage with portable radios on the current system. When the Slovon Fire Department responds to nearby Burgettstown High School, it makes the chief nervous. That's because their radios won't work inside the school.
Once we get close to the school, communications go down. Once we get into the school, there's no communications at all.
It's just as bad on Route 22 near the Bavington exit, in sight of a radio tower.
There's nothing. There's no communication. They cannot hear you. It is that horrible.
Washington County's public safety radio system was designed by MRA of North Strabane 2 decades ago. The company's website says its focus is actually MRI machines used in hospitals. 5 years ago, the county gave MRA $4 million to fix the system. What was the result of that?
We didn't see any results. We didn't see any benefit.
So they spent millions of dollars a few years ago and you saw no improvement.
We didn't see any improvement.
Other first responders raised concerns about the radio system's problems at a county commission meeting in March. Action News Investigates requested an interview with MRA president and owner Dennis Presky. In an emailed statement, Presky declined to discuss his company's track record with Washington County's radio system, citing a liability insurance agreement that does not allow discussion or sharing of client information.
We sit here.
In March, county commissioners approved a contract to upgrade the radio system. The only bidders were Motorola, one of the biggest providers of public safety radios, and a joint venture between MRA and Tate Communications. Even though a county consultant and a committee of first responders recommended Motorola, the commission approved the MRA Tate bid. Commissioner Nick Sherman was the lone vote against the contract.
It's the definition of insanity, to do the same thing over and over again and expect a different result.
We had 4 firemen there.
But Commissioner Larry Maggi says the MRA Tate bid was more than $6 million cheaper.
It came down to money. That's what it did. They both had operable plans. They both had plans that would work for us, but it just came down to money.
Sherman says the commission gave MRA and Motorola an opportunity to revise their initial bids, but the board voted before Motorola had a chance to submit its revised bid. MRA's contract is for $22.5 million plus $284,000 in annual maintenance. Motorola's revised bid, obtained by Action News Investigates, was just $17.7 million plus $357,000 for maintenance. We showed Maggi a copy of Motorola's revised bid.
Paul, I've never seen that. I've not seen that. I wish they would have come back and we could have compared apples to apples and not apples to oranges.
But they couldn't come back because you'd already voted on the contract.
Yeah.
Why didn't you give them a couple extra days to submit this bid?
Well, we felt we had to move on it. We had to get this moving.
Maggi says the county was worried about getting the project done by 2026, the deadline for using federal COVID grant money. Sherman says that's not an issue.
We have what looked to be a better product that was less expensive. So there is absolutely no reason that we're going to the vendor that we're going with.
In March, reacting to first responders' concerns, Commission Chair Diana Irie Vaughn said MRA would not be the primary contractor. Instead, it would be Tate, a multinational company.
Tate subcontracts with those you were referring to, MRA, but the contract is with Tate, and Tate would be the responsible party in that contract.
But Action News Investigates obtained a copy of the contract signed in August, and it's with MRA, not Tate. The contract says Tate is a subcontractor. Irie Vaughn refused our requests for an interview. So why were you guys giving people the impression that the contract was with Tate when it was with MRA?
I think that's what she had thought it was. I think we thought it was with Tate rather than MRA.
Presky of MRA refused to discuss the contract, citing a non-disclosure agreement with Washington County. A Tate spokesperson declined to comment. Motorola did not respond to multiple requests for comment. Swissvale Fire Chief Clyde Wilhelm, a Washington County resident, was on the first responders committee that overwhelmingly opposed MRA getting the contract.
I can't comprehend the logic behind it. I mean, if you buy a car and you have nothing but problems with that car and you keep taking the car back to get fixed and it never works right, when you go to buy your next car, are you going to go back to that same place? I wouldn't. I mean, I think it's inevitable that somebody is potentially going to get hurt or killed, and it's most likely going to be a public safety responder.
Commissioner Maggi tells me if the county's radio system does not dramatically improve under the new contract, MRA will be held accountable. Now, Maggi and Sherman are on the ballot next month seeking re-election along with two other candidates. Irie Vaughn is not seeking re-election. Reporting from Washington County, Paul Van Osdol, Pittsburgh's Action News 4.